Well, in today's episode of Value in My Toy Collection, we're going to try to finish out most of our cars and vehicle collection. We're pretty close to finishing it after this video, so let's see what it's all worth. Hey everyone, my name's Chris. I'm a full-time beauty pageant director as my career, but in my spare time, I'm a huge toy collector. I've been collecting toys now for over 40 years. You can officially call me a toyaholic. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel. My channel consists mainly of two things: beauty pageants, which I love, and toys, which I love even more. My dream in life has always been to own a toy museum. So it's finally happened. I've bought a building, and now I've got to move this massive collection and value it into the building. We're calling it the Toy Vault because it's an old bank building located in Crystal Springs, Mississippi that actually has two large vaults. So now I'm just going to make a ton of videos and value my toy collection, and then I'm going to make some where I take you shopping with me to thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores to let you see where I find all these goodies. So let's start this episode of Value in My Toy Collection and value some toys. Let's jump right in and start valuing everything. We have this old metal Tonka truck worth about $35 and a second one that's a little bit older that's worth about $45. These bad boys are heavy. Then we have this really cool Cars picture for the wall worth about $12. Next up, we have these cars that look like Disney Pixar cars, but they're actually cars from Chevron gas station. First up, we have Freddy four-wheeler. He's worth about $12. And then from 2001, we have Della Deluxe. She's worth about $12. And then from 1998, we have the student driver car, worth about $12. And then from 1999, we have the Ford Woody Wagon, worth about $20. From 2001, we have this dark blue one called Pax Power. He's worth about $12. Then also from 2001, we have the Trevor tow truck worth about $20. Then we have one still in the box. Her name's Wendy Wagon. She's from 1996, worth about $16. It's hard to still find those in the box. Kind of hard to find these anywhere. You really have to look around for them. We have this little bitty yellow car here. It's worth about $12. And then we have the taxi cab, and he is worth about $12 as well. Now, this is a Disney Pixar car. This one's called Shake and Go from 2010, worth about $15. This one's called a Holly Hatchback, worth about $15. And then from 1999, we have Bailey Bouncer, worth about $12. And then we have the little turtles that are from Chevron. They're worth about $8. And here's their little tag that shows they're with the Chevron collection. Then we have this one, Casey Coupe in the box, worth about $22. This Campbell Soup metal car worth about $25, but on eBay it was all the way up to $100, but I'm saying $25. Have this blue convertible that's worth about $30, and then this Mary Kay pink convertible that's worth about $75. Then we have a few more of those cars. I keep finding these. I found another set of 5. They're worth about $5 each, so that's $25 more. And then I found one more set of 5, and some of these are plastic, but I'm still going to say they're worth about $5 each, so another $25 we can add to our total. From 2021, we have this Pam Wheelbarrow worth about $18. We have the police car called Clutches worth about $13, and then a Jambalaya Chimichanga worth $14, and the car with the crowns worth about $12. Then we have this 3-pack of Harley Davidson motorcycles, and they're worth about $25. This Adventure Forces Walmart truck worth about $60. Pretty good. I have this old vintage Matchbox traffic game. It's worth about $30. It's from 1968. And then we have this Hot Wheels tire-shaped collector's case worth about $25. And it's full of cars. It has 24 cars, so at least $1 each. That's another $24. I have this red vintage Matchbox case that's worth about $25. And let's see, it's got a couple of cars stuck up in there. We'll take those out. Then I found some loose Hot Wheels. We have about 12 of these, so $1 each at least. That's another $12. Then I found some more of those Disney Pixar cars at $5 each. That's another $25 for our total. Found this Doc Hudson Christmas car worth $14, a 2021 Dash car worth $12, and a Darren Leadfoot worth $15. I found these vintage little Hot Wheel blimps. They're worth about $5 each. We have 2 of those. And then we have this little boat from 1976 with these little minifigures in it, and it's worth about $10. And then we have Ham from Toy Story, the little car, worth about $10. And this vintage van, I just really like it. It's worth about $2. And we have this little diesel Finger Hut truck. For those of you that remember Finger Hut, it's worth about $15. And the Hot Wheels Loose Wienermobile is worth about $11. Have a Finn McMissile worth about $10. A little red metal Volkswagen worth about $8. Canadian souvenir Volkswagen worth about $5. And then we have this little vintage Tonka van worth about $5. And then this yellow flower Volkswagen worth $5. Have a Golden Books Cars and Truck book worth $7. A little Back to the Future mini car set worth $15. And this vintage ambulance one of my friends bought me at a flea market. It's worth about $30. We've got this Cars Christmas ornament still in the box worth $10. A Wienermobile plush worth $10. We have a Circuit City and McDonald's plush race car, and they're both worth $10 each. Have a little Lightning McQueen necklace worth about $3. And this cute little motorcycle clock that's worth about $15. And then we have a Kellogg's 1996 NASCAR worth $8, and a Walmart truck out of the box worth $12, and one in the box worth $25. Got this cool vintage red and blue car. They're both worth about $12 each, and the orange Corvette's worth about $15. Now we have a bunch of these Tootsie toy cars. We have 17 of these, and they're worth $3 each. So that's $51 more. Got this little guy on a bicycle that's worth about $15. And we have this little Pontiac Firebird car worth about $6. And that was my first car I ever bought for myself. And I bought it used, and it was a cute little car. Got an Isle of Capri fire truck worth about $15. And then we have this little Kellogg's little car, and it's worth about $6. And we have two of the little Herbie cars, and they're worth about $3 each. Got a whole set of these little fun cars, 7 of those, and they're worth a good $1 each. So that's $7 we can add to our overall total. Got this New York taxi worth about $10 we got when we went up to New York. Got a Las Vegas limousine worth about $8, and a Canadian bus worth about $10. Then we have the Disney plush cars of Rusty's, Lightning McQueen, and Dinoco, and they're each worth about $15 each. We have the purple one that's called Holly Swiftwell worth $15, and a Mater worth $12, and this cool lunch bag of Lightning McQueen that's also worth about $12. Finn McMissile that's worth about $20, another Mater worth about $12, and then we have the little Guido forklift that's worth $45. This huge Lightning McQueen is still in the box, but it's only worth about $25. We have this little yellow plush of Luigi worth about $15, and some house shoes worth about $12. And then we've got this airplane. It's worth $20. And then we've got this Napa car that I got at a garage sale, and it's worth about $18. Got this Dr. Pepper car worth about $25, but the cool story about that is my dad won it. He opened up a soda bottle, and on the inside of the cap, it said, "You won this car," and they sent it to him in the mail. Next up, we've got a remote control plane. It's worth about $20. And then we've got this really cool military plane. I put $25, but they were going all the way up to like $100 and $150 on eBay, but I didn't know enough about it to know if I had that one or not. Next, we have this NASCAR diesel truck. It's worth about $22. Have another Las Vegas limousine. That's worth about $8. And we have a Lionel remote control character from 1994, worth at least $10. He's pretty cool. And then we have this little Hot Wheel package of Band-Aids worth about $6. Have a Hot Wheels book that's worth about $6. And then we have a little Lionel toy from 2003. You just kind of push the button and make it go. It's pretty cool, and it's worth about $12. And there's my helper Daisy, always helping me. Got 3 more Hot Wheels worth about $1 each we're going to value. And then we have these little mini Disney cars, and they're worth about 50 cents each. So that's $3, and one regular size one that's worth about $5. Got this yo-yo that's worth about $5. Quick story about it. I took my car in for service. I was $2 short to get the discount, so I bought the yo-yo. Then we have the Silver Mountain Flash train, and it's pretty old, but it's only worth about $25. These little NASCAR teddy bears with Mickey and Donald are worth about $10 each. 60s, we have this red train that when you squeeze it, it sounds like a train's coming, a long whistle sound. It's worth about $30. And then we have these little bicycles still in the package. They're worth about $4 each. And this little set of 3-pack of generic cars worth about $5. I have a little Beetle keychain worth about $6. And a Burger King Matchbox car that's worth about $6 as well. Then we've got this micro machine set that's really cool. And it's called Gas and Dash, and it's worth $33. And it's full of the little micro machines. And then we have a little set of these micro machines, a whole bunch of them, probably worth about $20 for all of them, maybe more than that. Have some NASCAR ornaments for your Christmas tree, and these are worth about $10 each. And then we've got 2 of these metal race cars that are loose, and they're worth at least $7 each. Have this little NASCAR Tonka steering wheel game. It's worth about $10. And then we have a Racing Champion car. It's worth about $10. And then from Kellogg's, from 1995, we have a little Hot Wheel car worth about $6. Then we have this little Mountain Dew car that comes in the can. It's worth about $12. And then we've got a lot of Thomas stuff to value. We have a little Thomas the Train car worth about $10. And then we have the Salty Truck worth $13. The Lady Tank is worth $15. The Aquarium car is worth about $10. And the Happy Birthday Thomas is worth about $12. Thomas Comes to Breakfast is worth about $10. Percy, he's worth about $10. The Santa Hat Thomas is worth about $12. And the silver one called Spencer is worth $8. And the snowy, ghostly one's worth $15. The red one is James, he's worth $7. And then Whiff is worth $15. Another Thomas is worth $10. Have another James worth $7. And then we have number 7, Toby. He's worth $10. So he's worth $15. James is worth $7. Harvey is worth about $12. And the Troublesome Truck Train, the coal car, is worth $15. And the Fearless Freddy's worth $15. The Evil Grin car is worth $14. Duke's worth $12. Railway Annie's worth about $15, and the engine's worth about $15. Then we've got this cool play sign you put up on the wall with my helper Daisy down there, and that sign's worth about $15. It'll look cute in the toy museum. Got this vintage Tonka fire truck that's worth about $60. This Thomas Trackmaster still in the package, worth about $8. A streetcar cable car worth about $5. It's missing a tire. I think I'm gonna use that as a Christmas ornament. Then we've got this little 3-pack of Thomases worth about $15. And then we've got this Thomas in the box. This one's worth $40. It's pretty collectible. And we have the helicopter named Harold worth about $10. And then we have this really cool Fast and Furious 5-car pack from 2016 worth $45. Got to clean it up, but we've got a conductor's hat from the Polar Express. It's embroidered, worth about $15. Got this little 1932 black car from Road Legends, worth about $35. And then we have this one, the Cadillac Eldorado, worth about $40. And then a 1955 Ford Crown Victoria, worth $35. And then we've got this white Corvette convertible, worth about $30. And this really cool blue convertible that's worth about $35 as well. This really cool vintage car still in the box from the Prestige collection, worth about $55. Some more race car memorabilia, a 1999 Radical Rise Jeremy Mayfield figure, worth about $15. And then we have a Winner's Circle race car still in the box that's worth about $25. This really cool vintage trolley car is worth $25 too. It's made of metal. And then we have the Spirit of 1776 train worth about $21. And then we have this Thomas the Train carrying case with a mat worth about $15. Have this really cool vintage Hot Wheels puzzle. It's worth at least $15. And then we have this sign you put on the wall for Disney Cars. It's a 10 sign worth about $12. Have this cool yellow motorcycle worth about $15. And this little mini race car scene of everybody fixing up the car. It's worth about $12. And then we have this Jonod wooden race game that's worth about $25. That's still sealed in the package. We've got this plush finger that you hold up that you're number 1 at NASCAR, and it's worth about $15. We've got this little Skittles car still in the package, worth about $10. And we've got this cool little Winner's Circle car, and it's worth about $10 as well. We've got this little plaque of Dale Earnhardt. It's worth about $15. This NASCAR Dale Earnhardt clock still in the box, worth about $35. We've got this really cool set of little mini race cars from the Indianapolis 500 from 1996. It's the starting grid. It's worth about $60. And then we've got this little scene of a NASCAR with the crew working on it, getting it ready in an acrylic box, worth about $25. Got this little Fast and Furious little set you put together. It's worth about $20. And then we've got this cool little bus with the Sharpie logo and Rubbermaid, worth about $15. Got this little NASCAR lapel pin. It's worth about $10. Got this little loose metal scooter from Hot Wheels, worth about $5. We got some NASCAR playing cards still sealed in the box, and they're worth about $5 each. Let's see what else we have. Got a little NASCAR keychain worth about $1. Somebody gave me all this. And then a pack of pencils worth about $2. And then we've got this Craftsman 75th anniversary car still in the box. It's worth about $10. They actually gave me 2 of them. I think I'm going to sell the extra one at my flea market booth. I don't like to have a lot of duplicates. All right, we have this little Elite race car that came in the box, and it's worth about $20. And then we have this Dale Earnhardt car from 2003 worth about $25. Then we've got the uniform. It's worth about $25. We've got another little Winner's Choice car, a Winner's Circle car. It's worth about $10. And then we have these little plates. They're glass or ceramic. And they're worth about $15 each. We have 2 of them. Then we have our Publisher's Clearinghouse truck or van. It's worth about $12. And then we've got a little recyclable small car here worth about $5. The medium car is worth about $10. Large garbage truck's worth about $12. Got this dumpster right here. I think it was a free gift. It's worth about $8. And then little recyclable bins are worth about $8 as well. And then we have this NASCAR ornament. It's worth about $6 still in the box. And then we have the Kyle Petty semi truck. It's worth about $25 still in the box. We've got some Hot Wheels motorcycles. These are worth about $5 each, and we have 3 of these. We have a little bit of everything. This place was packed with cars and vehicles. Lots of good stuff. A Volkswagen 10 sign. I used to have a car just like that. I hated to get rid of it. That sign's worth about $10. We have a Tonka grader. That's worth about $30. And then we have this little UPS truck. It's worth about $14. We have a Hot Wheel from Shark Week worth about $6. And then I love Otter Pops. This is an Otter Pop car worth about $12. And then one of my favorite shows from the 70s, I believe, Greatest American Hero. That car is worth about $13. From Hot Wheels, the Beatles Yellow Submarine car is worth about $13. And then they came out with a whole set of 6 different vehicles for the Beatles series for Hot Wheels. And I have to have all 6 when they have a set. But these are all worth about $10 each. And the cars are really cool, but the graphics are even cooler. Each package has a different graphic that makes it really collectible, and they're worth $10 each. Then we have a couple different cars from the movie Speed Racer, and these were pretty valuable. They're worth $20 each. We have the Wienermobile from Oscar Mayer still in the package, worth $17. Trackstar's truck's worth $12, and the Terminator 2 car's worth $15. And then we have this Hot Wheels license plate kit that's worth about $12. And then we have this really cool art piece someone made of a lot of gears and pieces of metal to look like a car, and it's worth about $20. And I thought I was done with all the Thomas stuff, and I found some more that I had. When I added all these up, I won't go through them all individually, but just these pieces alone total about $80. And actually, I got all these in a bag at the Goodwill with a bunch of train tracks and stuff for $5. This Lightning McQueen launching hauler set's worth about $25. And then we've got these couple back here that were worth a whole lot. That really surprised me. We have this Road Trippin' Max set that's worth about $100 still in the box. And then we have this Smash and Crash box car set. It's worth $150. So with our previous 397 videos of value in my toy collection, our collection was worth $993,784. And then when we add this video of all of our cars and vehicles, we can add another $3,864 to our overall grand total. So that means for this episode of Value in My Toy Collection, which is $398, our overall grand total now is $997,648. We're so close to hitting that $1 million goal. And I've still got several videos to make, so I'm pretty sure we're going to make it, fingers crossed. But remember, I'm not a millionaire. I've just been going to yard sales and thrift stores and flea markets and toy stores and looking online, and it's just accumulated to this big old total over the years. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're enjoying these videos as much as I am making them. I like to see what all I have and what it's actually worth. And I'm also putting all the toys online on our Facebook page, which is called the Toy Vault of Mississippi. So if you like our channel, please subscribe. It does help the channel. And until our next video, we will see you then.